The Stonecore is beautiful. It's beautiful in there. It kind of reminds me of that cave in Ungoro, in which there are all the different coloured crystals.
Yeah. Well, Deepholm itself is a really beautiful zone.
The Therazane Ledge.
Oh yeah.
Deepholm.
Well, it's part of it, isn't it? I mean, the entrance is located just up from the centre of Deepholm, around the corner. And when you go in, it's got some very interesting bosses and some cool trash and some really nice scenery.
Oh God, yeah. It's got some cool bosses in that fucking place. There's some really, really good fights.
At the front, the first few trash packs will have you chasing Millhouse Manor Storm down through the instance.
Oh, why did we let him out of the prison all those years ago? Why did we let him out? He went rogue.
And then eventually he actually gets squashed by the rocks that come out when the first boss burrows out of the wall, which is a wonderful looking worm, a sort of rock worm. They had to use the model, didn't they? It's such a beautiful model. They had to use it for a boss mob.
Yeah. Absolutely.
This boss is a whole lot of fun. He has a few abilities that are quite interesting, and he burrows and spawns little ads all over the place, which are really, really cool, really pretty, and it's a good fun fight to start off the instance, and quite hard. I think probably one of the hardest bosses in there.
Mm-hmm.
The second boss is a stone dragon. Do you remember him? Slabhide.
Yeah, he's beautiful. He's a beautiful thing.
He has some very interesting abilities as well. He throws down these pillars that you have to hide behind to avoid line of sight. It's quite a straightforward fight, quite fun. The third boss is a big beardy stone giant elemental thing called Osruk, who we actually had a fair bit of trouble with. He has some very scary abilities on Heroic, and we weren't quite sure how to handle it. We did kill him, and we pretty much got a grasp on the tactics, but it is a bit complicated. So hopefully we'll be able to go through that in detail in the next video.
He did an awful lot of damage to you. And also there's the spell reflect thing that he did. That sort of nearly got Launa killed a few times. Or may have actually killed him a few times.
And the final boss is High Priestess Azil, who is a very small lady, as opposed to most of the bosses being ginormous monsters. This one's just a lady, and she's like a Jedi. She's got a force choke, and she summons these void zones on the floor.
She's not a Jedi. She's a Sith.
Sorry, she's a
Sith.
She's a Sith. The idea of the fight is to build like a wall out of void zones and then drag a load of ads into the void zones, which is kind of like really fun to do. I think this is probably my favourite instance of overall for like just general boss like abilities and strategies. It's just so like cool to play through and so fun.
On Azil, I remember the when the ads spawn, you get given this quest to kill, was it 101 of these different mobs?
Oh yeah.
And so you're going through all these packs and you're just killing all of these mobs. They die really easily, but there's so many of them. And then you get to her and you're thinking, oh god, I only need a few more mobs. Oh god, am I going to have to run this again to finish the quest? And then during the course of the fight, you see, all these dozens and dozens of mobs.
Like hundreds and hundreds more.
Fight have to be killed off. Yeah.
It's pretty awesome. Oh god, Simon, what are you doing?
Oh my fucking god! No! Come on! Come on! Come on!
Go!
Oh my god!
You're an idiot.
Hooray! That was amazing. One fucking trap did that. One trap.